Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today we're taking a look at this another cheap made in China product that converts your M.2 SSD into a USB driven item. This is SSK something or other, NVME, SSD, Enclosure. So basically all we have is just an enclosure device for various sizes of SSDs. As you can see, there's different, attachments or different mounting points rather. We got this screw here, and we have so we got a screw here, as you can see, and you got this little stud that it's gonna thread into. We can then obviously install our SSD drive. Oh, this is a tight fit. Wow. So basically the way this is going to work is the screw is going to go in here. You can see the hex head there, so it's going to bite into itself there. Then you're going to take this little brass fitting guy, thumb screw, install that till it's nice and tight. And depending on like your drive needs and preferences and stuff, if you're going to try and use this as a USB drive and stuff, it comes with a couple different not variations, the same size thermal pads, so you can mount those in there if you're going to do more of a permanent thing, which is nice if you want to use it for a thumb drive and you're planning on like transferring files to and fro from said thing here. One thing I did notice, and I doubt I'm going to be able to capture it on camera, is that there is pretty much only one way to install this, and so you gotta, there's a detent little spring here that has like a little locking mechanism on the back, which only corresponds to this aluminum housing here. Wow, my cat is yelling very loudly. And basically you have to insert it only one way. You're gonna be like, oh, this doesn't seem to lock ever. Well, you gotta push it in all the way and then it'll lock. It won't push back out. And you got your unlock on the back side here, because there's a little like recess in the housing here, back here. And that's how you use that. You get a USB to USB-C. You get a USB 3.0 to USB-C. Nice, nice. I mean, for a sub $20 thing, like, I think this is a tool that I think a lot of people are going to have in their inventory nowadays, especially like myself, with building computers and stuff like that. If you need to like take the SSD NVMe like that's in here, that's found in a lot of computers nowadays, just for space and weight savings purposes. You're going to find yourself like, hey, I need to either back up this drive, this NVMe, or use it as a USB, like a flash drive, like a really fast flash drive, obviously cable limited, and whatnot. Or if you want to use this to back up files from a PC that you're upgrading to a different PC or something like that, or upgrading to a bigger capacity drive or something like that, that would be another use for this for sure. That's what I'm using it for. Is I got a computer that I'm working on building, and I want to use this drive in particular as a boot drive. So I'm going to take all the files that are on here, remove them from this SSD, and I'm going to put them onto a backup drive and then transfer them over when I'm done in there. I think that'll be a really nice use for it. We're going to go and take a look at, like, I guess the necessary speeds of it and see if it kind of competes with itself or not. Like, obviously it's going to be limited to this cable and stuff like that. The USB-C supposedly should be the fastest one, but we'll see. I guess what kind of write and read speeds we can get out of this, if it's even worth writing home to about. I think, like I said, I think this is gonna be more of a tool for like what I was saying, like for backing up drives and stuff that you have. But let's go take a look at that and move on from there. So 700 megabytes per second, 800 over to USB-C. I mean, that's pretty goddamn fast. Like, we're less than a minute for transferring 35 gigs of data. That's pretty damn impressive, honestly. Like, I'm not upset about it, but if you're expecting to get like 1,500, 3,000 megs a second or something like that, then maybe you'd be a little bit disappointed, but it seems to be throttling itself now. But I'm transferring a 35 gig folder of Tarkov files to my desktop here, and we're going to be done in under a minute. I mean, that's 35 gigs in under a minute is pretty damn fast, in my opinion. Like, I'm not upset at all about that speed. Over a USB-C cable, like, that's pretty damn good. Obviously, I didn't use the heat pads, the thermal pads as a conduit for heat at all, but I mean, whatever. That is what it is. Like, I think that's a plenty good product. For under $20, the amount of uses that you could find out of this thing, if you use NVMEs a lot, yeah, you'll have uses for it for sure. That's all I got, man. Like, comment, consider subscribing if you're new here. That's it.